Justin, I guess a typical special teams game for you? We saw it a lot last year. We saw it again this week. Special teams player of the game. Was it difficult to embrace that role as a guy who you come in with like 5-star expectations and you being able to contribute in this kind of way? Was it difficult to embrace that role, or is it just part of the culture here?
I mean, the culture is built here where special teams is not seen as something like, kind of like away from the team. It's seen as a necessary part of the game to win. And I mean, everybody knows that everybody wants to be the guy on defense and everything like that. But as far as, you got to do what you do your job, do your job on special teams as the best you can, be the best.
What was the middle linebacker battle like this? We saw you guys in the spring, but this summer, between you and Barron and Tough, it seems able to work in. How did that competition go? We obviously know how it played out, but take us inside that.
It was great competition. I mean, we all made each other better. It was a little different because Tough was still coming back from injury, and he was a little, a little limited. But as he came back, it was a lot of healthy competition. He was helping us with different things, man. I was helping Barron with some different things. We kind of feeding off each other. I think in camp we were going at each other. I had a little concussion. I sent me back for a week, and then kind of went from there. But I mean, it's still the same thing. I mean, we're all trying to make each other better, still competing and everything like that.
Do you look at that as ongoing? I mean, even as Tough works his way back, that any one of you guys could start a game any given week?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, I feel like that's how every linebacker should look at it. Coach Davis prepares each of us like we're with the ones. I mean, you're preparing for that moment. When that moment comes, you got to step up. So everybody's preparing like you're going to go in.
What are you expecting to see from Rutgers this week? We saw a bunch of screens from Oregon State last week. Are you expecting more of the same this week until you guys stop it?
Yeah, we're expecting a bunch of screens. I know they have a new offensive coordinator, so we've been working on some different stuff and some problem plays we had from last year. We're working on those too, so a little bit of everything.
Is it difficult 2 weeks in a row preparing for new offensive coordinators, probably looking at game tape that isn't even the team you're playing?
I mean, kind of. We kind of always rep kind of 21-12 personnel, more pro-style offenses. In the summer, we always kind of, in the TM North periods that we have, we're always repping those type of formations. So, I mean, it's a little different week to week. Every week they have different tendencies every week, but I wouldn't say it's that tough.
Justin, do you have to move past any disappointment not being out there, being able to start middle linebacker?
I mean, everybody wants to be the guy, yeah, but there's no time to feel sorry for yourself. People are counting on you. You got to do your job, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
How much do you embrace kind of being one of the leaders of that special teams group now?
Yeah, it's a big responsibility, I believe. I'm on every special team this year, same as last year, and it's kind of a little push to getting those young guys to, because that culture is always going to be that with Coach Meyer, the special teams is that important. And the older guys that are on special teams, the guys that know about it, have to keep that culture going to the younger guys. They know that how important special teams is.
Do you kind of feel like you have to be a veteran of that group because there's so many young guys who play on special teams?
Yeah, I believe so. And yeah, a lot of these freshmen contributed. Same as last week, I think they said they had 15 freshmen play. I mean, going in and out of special teams. So when they go in, they gotta. I mean, can't be no setback.
We know Urban loves special teams. What's it been like having him back this week?
Oh yeah, it's been great. I mean, he's a mastermind of probably almost all our special teams: punt, kickoff. I mean, we're always going to have that high expectation, but when he comes back, it's just a good feeling.
Have you noticed a little more like pep in his step? This now as opposed to maybe like in the spring.
I mean, Coach Meyer's Coach Meyer. He doesn't take a day off. I mean, he's at that level every day. Yeah.
As a special teams guy, what do you think the new kickoff will?
I honestly hate it. Honestly hate it. You see that? You're running 50 yards full speed, and you see that. You get a guy catch at the 5, perfect kick placement, and then they get that fair catch. Honestly, kind of sucks, but I don't know.
Did it decrease collisions? Did you
no,
notice,
really.
Justin? I mean, because until the fair catch is made, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't think it. I mean, maybe on the return, which I don't even feel like that's where most of the collisions comes. So really, what I see even in watching other games is people running down full speed, you don't know if the guy's going to fair catch yet. So, I mean, the front line guys are still blocking you full on. The back end guys are still blocking you full on. Even I'm sure if you guys really pay attention and watch, I mean, there's still, like, big collisions in the back end and stuff. So, I mean, I would say somewhat as far as maybe the returner, but other things probably not.
I don't know if you were on the field for every kickoff?
Yeah, it was.
So when the guy did decide to come on out, or tell me what clicked in your brain after the first couple of fair catches.
Yeah, the first couple of fair catches, I mean, the coaches, every time we would go out, they said, don't expect fair catch, don't expect fair catch. And then you keep seeing fair catch, you get a little frustrated, but this little task is just, you can't expect fair catch, bottom line. You're trying to get those young guys to really believe that.
But when you saw a guy coming out with him, did something click in your brain? I mean, did you go into another drive?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, go get the ball every time. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's right.
So you really can't, even with the new rule, you really can't change your mentality at all. You still got to run full speed on kickoff.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time, full speed. Yep.
How do you continue? I know Greg Schiano's talked a lot about how the linebackers could rotate more this year. What do you do now to kind of prove that you belong in that rotation, that you should get more playing time at linebacker?
Every day in practice, I mean, we get equal amount of reps as the ones, and me, Keandre, Book, we go in there just working on our communication, working on the different checks and things like that. So we show the coaches that we at least know what we're doing, make plays in practice and things like that, and special teams too. We're all Dante are on every special team. He's on a bunch of special teams. So I mean, just every time you get a chance, just ball out.
You guys are kind of